So, jetzt geht's weiter mit meinem ersten Let's Play von Chickenpolice, Painted Red. Wir haben uns jetzt Zugang zum Club verschaffen können, wo wir hoffentlich unsere Auftraggeberin treffen und ein paar Informationen bekommen zu demjenigen, welcher sie bedrohen könnte. Ja, schauen wir mal, ob wir weiterkommen.
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Gut, dann gucken wir mal. Ach du Scheiße. Oh, hallo.
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, Look, fellas at the station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good, and let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Du willst mit uns reden, oder? Ach nee, du bist nur zum Angucken da.
Hey, there's Fillmore.
Ach, Filmer.
Who? Oh, yes. Philmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Dann sagen wir mal Hallo.
Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Philmar Lowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a feather pillow mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Federkissen-Mafia.
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs, angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Ach, ist er das nicht?
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
Oh oh. Ach, war das nicht die Ratte? War das nicht der Iben Wessler?
Come to daddy, darling.
Calling booze darling, it's kind of weird, don't you think?
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
Touché. I'll shut it.
Good birdie.
Hinweise. Der gute alte Filmer muss etwas über Natascha und den Fall wissen, aber er will nicht mit mir reden, ehe ich nicht mit Natascha gesprochen habe. Er wirkt ein wenig nervös. Bestimmt geht es um etwas wirklich Wichtiges. Wilma Lowe, Falke. Absolut durchschnittlich im Aussehen, wenig einprägsam und ein alter Bekannter aus Avirien. Wilma, so nennt er sich inzwischen, ist ein alter Kumpel aus der Zeit vor Clawville. Er ist einer der besten Privatdetektive der Stadt, aber wie all die anderen auch gerät er oft in Schwierigkeiten mit dem Gesetz. Trotzdem kann man ihm immer noch trauen, was in Clawville auf fast niemanden mehr zutrifft. Okay. So, Barmann, hallo.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Long face.
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
Oh.
Tell me, hey breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir. But she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen. Gentlemen, your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
Ugh, my name is not Bojack. I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so...
Wasn't die fies?
Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack.
Die fies, ey.
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
Ist das ein Eichhörnchen? Ja, ist ein Eichhörnchen.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
Ich mag den Humor.
You just need to get used to it again.
What?
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child. A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
Gucken erstmal das Plakat an.
Ooh, I've seen this. Hicks Poodle plays a private eye, hired to look for a woman, then gets into some kind of blackmail thing that's connected to the first case. And
Hey, Marty?
What, yeah?
I don't give a shit.
Gehen wir mal gleich zum Chef.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint, the usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Reden wir über
Everybody
das
knows
Häschen.
Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you.
Kommen wir mal zum wichtigen Teil.
Look, detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler.
Ne?
Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Hmm.
Okay.
Don't be shy, detective. Ask me anything.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Let's see.
Wo soll ich den jetzt vernehmen?
Wessler is a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
So. Ist das ein gerissenes Kerlchen? Achso, das, was er gerade gesagt hat. Eindrücke durchtrieben. Was haben Sie gedacht, als Sie von der Erpressung hörten?
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So. Misstrauisch ist er auch, okay. Sie machen einen sehr beschäftigten Eindruck. Darf ich Sie fragen, was Sie geschäftlich machen? Warum haben Sie nicht einfach die Polizei gerufen? Ah, das erste würde mich mehr interessieren.
You seem a very busy man. May I ask what you do?
It's, uninteresting.
Would you elaborate?
I got a small share in the meat substitute business. If the new product works, maybe we can make your job easier.
You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
There are such plans, If you're interested, talk to Olivia, my assistant. She's an expert in what she does, unlike me.
Thank you. That's it for now.
Geheimnistuerisch. Was gibt's das Wort wirklich? Wow. Sie sind so schweigsam, Mr. Wessler, obwohl ich gehört habe, dass Sie ein guter Redner sein sollen. Stets mit Ihren Alibis gehört der Laden hier Ihnen. Das hat er schon beantwortet. Ah, ich meine...
You're very taciturn, Mr. Wessler.
Direkt
Though
kauflos.
I've heard you're quite the speaker.
Look, I'll gladly talk to anyone about business, and even happier to talk about art. But, I'm no fan of interrogation on a night out. Are you even on duty?
Sorry for any offense, Mr. Wessler. Let's talk about something else. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Finden Sie diese Botschaft nicht gefährlich? Stehen Sie und Natascha sich nah? Gab es... Oh Gott, puh.
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans, psychopath pianists, perhaps.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Okay. Reden Sie Klartext, Wessler. Zeitverschwendung bringt uns beide nicht weiter. Glauben Sie, dass einer Ihrer Fans verantwortlich ist? Ist zwischen Natascha und Ihnen alles in Ordnung?
Is everything all right between you and Natasha?
Geht uns zwar nichts an.
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone. Yeah, if you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean.
So, you have your answer.
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It would make my job easier.
It would only lead you astray. So be glad that I tell you no. No friction.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless.
Okay, fragen wir drauf los. Der Gangsterboss und das Kätzchen, was? Wie haben sie sich eigentlich kennengelernt? Gab es früher schon einmal... Das hat mich schon gefragt. Ach komm.
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
Jetzt geht nur noch eins, okay.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend. Roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
Ist sie ganz alleine, wenn sie am Wochenende dort ist? Dann fühlt Natascha sich also massiv bedroht, geht aber trotzdem alleine aus. Nee, das erste fragen wir
Is
mal
she
lieber.
completely alone when she's there at the weekend?
As I've told you, Natasha's a free woman, eh? She's an adult. She doesn't need an escort. Or, she didn't need one until now.
Are you afraid for her?
I never said a black car doesn't drive by 2 or 3 times a day, but, it's just caution. Huh. I'm not a monster after all, am I?
I suppose not.
Okay, dann müssen wir das doch fragen. Dann fühlt Natascha sich also massiv bedroht, geht aber
So
trotzdem
Natasha
alleine aus.
feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at, but I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but, in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. You're right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should, grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Voll den Korb.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
Sonny. Sonny.
It's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear, as always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Cocktail.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey,
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Gut, an dieser Stelle mache ich wieder einen kurzen Cut. Im 7. Teil geht es weiter. Danke bis hierhin. Und ja, hoffe, man hört sich dann wieder.